All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Hey, did you hear there's a sale on? There's a sale on crypto going on right now. But I know there are some of you who are like, well, you didn't buy at 28, right? Because it was too high. And you said, yeah, I'm going to wait until it dips a little lower. And you were probably thinking maybe 26, 25 cents. Yeah. And then it comes down and then you're like, oh, maybe 24. Yeah. And now it's down in the 23s and you're like, yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm going to wait till it drops now down to 16. Are you ever going to buy? Seriously, are you ever going to buy? Yep. And as someone said in the early crew in the chat, yep. Eventually there's going to be a big run. It's going to go back up and someone's going to say, when's a good time to buy Dogecoin? And I'm going to be like, where were you on the dip? Where were you on the dip? Yeah, exactly, Ryan. Oh, maybe I'll buy it 21. I'm just waiting until it drops to 21 cents now. Where a few days ago, you would have loved 23.8, where we are now. You would have loved it. And now we're here and you're like, yeah, I'm buying that shit. I'm waiting until it goes lower. And it's just like, but anyway, here we are. It is what it is. Stock market hits an all-time high and crypto dumps. Why? Maybe we went on a little bit of too much of a run here in the past week and we cooled off. So maybe there's some of that going on. Let me drop down here in the corner. And we got the pinger on, obviously. You can hear it. We got the pinger on. Leverage just being wiped out big time. Everything in green is a long leverage trade, and they're just getting wiped out from Floki to WorldCoin to Pepe to Atom to ETH to XLM. I see just everything getting wiped. There's a Pengu. Pengu just dropped below 4. Looks like. Yeah, this is live happening right now on the dip. Leverage trades getting wiped out. There's a Doge, Floki, Solana, XRP. Nothing's being spared. Everything dumping. And long leverage trades just getting wiped. So, man, that's going fast. That's going fast. So, yeah, that's what we got going on. Dipsville. And this is all, I believe, just because we went up, the 60-70% run here across many cryptos. Also had this big run, and this is a cool off. This is a cool off. This magnet here is just not strong enough right now to pull this back up. So what do you do, right? What do you do? Do you sell down at 23 when we were just up at 28? Or do you hold on and maybe scrounge around and find a few more pennies and you buy some more? And you buy some more on the dip. And for those saying Dogecoin's dead, I invite you to look at like every crypto. Every one of them. They're all going down. So I was SHIB, especially big dump in SHIB. It's everything. So the whole market is going down. So now that we got that out of the way. Yes, did you see my video this morning, Ryan? Yep. Healthy. A healthy correction, a healthy pullback. Get rid of all of that leverage. The market makers, exchanges want to get rid of that, and then it's clear sailing back up. So, yeah, Con, I saw your thing. It doesn't mean anything. I kind of addressed it a little bit in my video this morning. It's just like, no, bull season is not over. No, Con, I won't. Bull season is not over. You are free to post it on my YouTube community, though, if you want, okay? Con, you can post it on my YouTube community. If you want to post, you're free to post it there, okay? But I'm not a believer that this whole bull cycle is over. This is a healthy retrace. It's all this is. It's just a correction. We're going to turn around. We're going to go higher. Bull cycle is not over, okay? So, Mr. T, it's okay. Con's all right. He's cool. He's got an opinion, but I do have a place if you want to share your opinions and you want to post. If you want to post a chart, you're free to post a chart. All you have to be is subscribe to the channel, and you just go on your phone to the YouTube app. You go to my channel page right there on the YouTube app, and there's a thing called Visit Community. And you just click on that Visit Community, and you are free to post whatever you want. So you can post your chart there, all right? And we will take a look at it. Thank you. So Robbie over at Digital Asset News says, bro, I missed my chance to get in at cheap prices. I'll get in when there's a pullback. Well, here's your pullback. Right? Here's your pullback. Oh, I'm going to wait till Doge goes back to 16 cents. Well, you were never going to buy anyway. You were never going to buy anyway. So I'll leave that at that, right? But the whole crypto market is down, and there's good prices all across the board. If you wanted to buy something, anything, there you go. Meanwhile, we've got President Trump's digital asset report completed, and it's going to be released next week. America is now leading the way on digital asset policy, and the market goes, because it's all about stablecoins. Stablecoins. Now, are they going to mention something about buying Bitcoin or something? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not getting all worked over it. I'm just letting you guys know. Yes, DW, we're gonna cover that in just a minute. And in fact, it's my next item. Jim Cramer, our friend, our buddy, Jim Cramer. What did he say? What did our friend Jim Cramer say? And is this why the market is dumping? We got the old reverse Cramer. Yes, the reverse Cramer is in effect. Listen up, my friends. What did Jim say?
As a hedge against the $37.8 trillion. They want to own a debt. They want to own it for their kids. And you know who else feels that way? Me. I don't want that debt. My kids, I'm worried about my kids. Worried about your kids? 38 trillion.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
So then
in so many different ways.
Why don't you buy some Bitcoin or ETH? Buy some ETH.
Buy some Bitcoin. Buy some ETH, right? Buy some Bitcoin or buy some ETH, he says, as a hedge against the national debt, right? A hedge against the national debt. So Buy some Bitcoin, buy some ETH for the kids. And by him saying that, we are now getting great prices to buy crypto as a hedge against our national debt. It's reverse Cramer day yet again. Oh, yeah. I don't have any Cramer emojis, Ryan, so the Gary will have to do. But that's good. I like that, Ryan. That's good. So, yeah. Pull back. So what do, right? What do? Every dip is a buying opportunity. Doge is still underestimated. I still didn't sell. I'm still alive. I'm still holding. And we just ride it through. It is the summertime. I did talk about the summer of chop, right? And now we just have a bigger chop today. It is summertime. Even I wasn't believing the big July run that we already had. I was enjoying it. It was nice. I was skeptical. But I'm still holding. I'm still holding. And Ramon, to ask your question, I bought my bonk a week earlier when bonk was at 23. So now it's at like 31. So I'm still in the green on my bonk. Just to let you know. What does Ali say? Ali says Dogecoin is retesting the neckline of a double bottom. Well, guess what? Now it has broken below it. Well, broken below his line there. Maybe tomorrow he moves the line down a little more. maybe he pulls it from somewhere else and he makes it look good, because his neckline was at about 25 cents and now we're at 23.5. So if I wanted to recreate Ali's, he's going back April. He's connecting February, May, and July. All right. So he's going February, yeah, I see what he's doing. I see what he's doing. So he's coming from, yeah, yeah, you could do it from here. Double top. Neckline. That's where we are now. This orange line, 24 cents. It does line up with the bottom of those right there. That's where we are now, and we're just a little bit below it now. So close. Close. Yep. No woulda, coulda, shouldas, DJ. We don't do that here. No woulda, coulda, shouldas. You make your best guess at the time, and you trade accordingly. So I could tell you that I was taking some profits at 42 cents, but I don't play that game. I don't play that game. We also have this MCQ markets. This is this used car trading thing that accepts Dogecoin, partnered with the House of Doge, of which, as far as I know, they've only had one sale using Dogecoin. Somebody bought a Porsche or something with Doge. And so now they're just saying, hey, shout out to the Doge community for telling us what kind of dream car you'd like to buy with your Dogecoin. Maybe some of these will have to make an appearance on MCQ markets. Well, this is all nice, like, but we got to get more. We got to do more. It's just like, no, got to do more. Is this whales? They're no, I think not necessarily whales. It's just profit taking. People get spooked about the summer. We were overbought, and this is just profit taking. Buy back in at a lower price. That's about it. That's about it. So, is this the bottom? Nosmal? I mean, we're looking at the charts, we're looking at the diagrams as best we can. It looks like 24 should have held, according to technical analysis. 24 should have held, thanks to our friend Ali. But yeah, we're a little bit below that. So if more people sell than buy, then it'll go lower. That's it. And we'll take a look at the heat maps. It looks like we have a little recovery of some ETH going up to take out some new shorts. And this is all happening like now. So, I mean, we got to zoom in on like the 5-minute chart, right? Just this green back up here took out a new short. ETH as well took out some new shorts that were just brand new trades, and those are getting liquidated on the shorts because they want to short it down more. So this is all just trading. That's all this is. The market's not crashing. It's not a market crash. If you see other YouTubers calling crash, that's not what this is. I mean, Bitcoin's down 1.7%. That's not a crash. I'll say crash if Bitcoin goes down 10%. Doge down over 10%. Yeah, that's because it's volatile. And as I've always said, when the market goes down, Doge goes down harder. Always goes down harder than Bitcoin. But Doge isn't the worst. I mean, we've got also double-digit losses for Algorand, ADA, HBAR, Sheeb, Harmony One, VeChain, XRP. Yes, even XRP down over 12%. For XRP, down 12% for the day. So, yeah, taking out the leverages. Exactly, TNT. Just clearing it out across the board. And you get the paper hands helping out the market makers by selling fear of price dropping lower. So, yep. Yeah, I don't think so, Chadwick. In a green market, if we are going to see a green market in the fall, Bitcoin will not outperform everyone. No, all the memes and the small caps will outperform Bitcoin. Bitcoin is outperforming everyone today because it's a red day. So Bitcoin wins the day even in the red. Bitcoin. That's how it works. We see how Pengu is doing? Sure. Because we have been following Pengu for the last week and a half. And yes, Pengu has been awesome. It's only down 5.5% on the day. Down below 4 cents. I was going to put that 4-cent line on here just as a guide. Not that it means anything, but I just did want to put that on here at 4 cents, right? That's right there. Again, Pengu is still cooling off from the big run yesterday or last night. I'm on a 5-minute chart. I got to zoom out just a little bit here. But still only down, 6% to this point. But hey, yeah, if you feel you missed out on the Pengu train, it's now down back below 4 cents. So lots more longs down at 115 on the Bitcoin heat map. We'll look at the heat maps in a little bit. Dogecoin outperforms Bitcoin in loss by, yeah, I really wouldn't call that outperforming. I just say it drops harder. It drops at a higher percentage than Bitcoin on a red day. And that is certainly true today. Yeah, Diane, we're going to be watching Dogecoin in the fall. And whether it's October, November timeframe, that's when I think Doge will be hitting its high. Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, I didn't see what that number is. Up 62% now for Bitcoin dominance. So here's the Bitcoin dominance chart. A little more volatile than I thought. I thought we'd be at 63 right now. This is my white line. This was my prediction about a week ago. I made this prediction for Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance dropped harder thanks to big runs by Doge, XRP, ETH, but it's settling back, and I think Bitcoin dominance could come back to 63, about where I thought it would be. Yep. Volatile market. Jasmine, big drop today. Going to take a while to get back to 2 cents on Jasmine. Pepe. Someone wanted to enter Pepe. Well, we're back at 12. We're back at the 12 mark on Pepe. So now we're at prices we were at last over a week ago. So this whole big run pretty much all got wiped out today. Yeah, and the stock market's still going up, Kilmar, even after hours. Wow. Even after hours, we got the stock market going up. So everybody who was running with crypto for the past week, with all those gains, throwing their money into the stock market today. Yep, Nvidia's up after hours. I see that. Tesla up after hours. Apple's even. Just looking on my watch list here. Amazon up after hours. Coinbase up after hours. Yep. Yeah, I don't think we're in those days where we're going to get a 90% drop, Henry, in most cryptos. Not a 90% drop. Even in the last bear market, Dogecoin didn't even drop 90%. It was about 70. There were a few that were in the 90s. Dogecoin wins the day in losses? No. Harmony One is worse. These are just the ones I follow. Aptos is worse. Optimism, worse. Jasmine, about the same. Cadena, worse. So, yep, there's a bunch of them that are worse. I mean, we can go to CoinMarketCap, refresh it, and then we can see which ones are the worst right here. Optimism, Floki, Celestia, Lido, Bonk, XLM, XRP, Virtuals, Pump, Aptos, Pith, Gala, IMX, Sandbox, Algorand, Sheeb, Stacks, IOTA, HBAR. Then we get to Dogecoin. So, sorry, Chadwick, your FUD doesn't work here. Your FUD doesn't work here. This cycle is different from previous cycles, trends which happen approximately every 4 years. This is more volatile trading than I've seen in the middle of summer than before. So like I said, while Doge was even going up, that this was surprising me. I was surprised, yes. But I said I wasn't swing trading it. I didn't know what was going to happen. Some of you did. Congratulations. If you sold at 28, bought back in at 25, 24, awesome for you. Too risky for me. I'm just taking my gains, and I'm looking for the first week of August to buy back on a dip. Well, that's also when I'm going to have money too. So, yeah. It's all Annie's fault. Of course, it's Annie's fault. We could just blame her for everything. I don't think Total 2 has anything to do with it, Hasty John. It's not like that is a resistance level that we can't break above, because it's just a summation of the market cap of all the alts is all it is. Nobody trades Total 2. It's not like that's a big like technical indicator, because no one sees that in reality. So no, I don't think so. Yeah, that's not a thing. Sell in July and go bye-bye. Never seen that before. But now that we've had that big run in July, August, not looking great to me. So I think we're going to be back in Chopsville. Most likely. Hey, Nelson. Yeah, we had a good intro today. For all of you that missed the intro, it was a good one today. CJ, no, I wasn't talking about you specifically. Somebody put in the chat that they should have sold at 42 cents. I didn't think that was you. I think that was somebody else earlier. That's the no shoulda, woulda, couldas. Yes, Energy Peak isn't doing well. Pump isn't doing well. Yeah. Hiya. Hey, Yeely, how are you? Will Doge price go lower than the price now the first week of August? It could. It could. You got to be prepared for that. Yeah, Stickman, I think we're going to be down here in this 23, 24 cent range now, bouncing around. That's what I think. We just had a big leverage flush, and now we're just probably going to bounce around in this range. Panic sellers will get burned. It typically happens. You see a big red day, the panic sellers sell, and then the price goes up, and then they have to buy back in at a higher price. So Miguel says hold, buy dips, take small profits. Well, Miguel, cheers. Yep. It'll come back. Ramon is still very positive, thinks we're going to get back up to 31 cents by August 1st. And I don't feel that way, Ramon. We just had the big run up. Now the market makers have taken care of a lot of long leverage, and I think we're going to be bouncing around this level here for the next week. Christian, loading up on Bonk. Hey, you got a good price. You're down a little bit. You're down a little bit now from where it was earlier this morning, just like everything is, right? But, oh, look at that. Nice little comeback by the Bonk this afternoon. So maybe you're back to even now. Bonk, look, Bonk just bounced off my 31.5 resistance line. I mean, support line. There it is. That's exactly where it hit here on 18th of July. It just hit it again. Look at that. That's a good charting right there by Mr. Kriss. That is good charting. And I wasn't even ready for this. I wasn't even ready for it. Yeah, this is where I bought it. Ramon, I bought Bonk down here. 23. Because that's where I got caught in that other Doge swing trade. And I said, I need to be in Bonk. Zoom. Didn't sell Bonk at 4. But even if I had sold Bonk at 4 and rolled it all into something else, that something else would have gone down too. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Oh, Chadwick does own a little Doge. I was wondering why you were hanging out here. You do have a little Doge. All right. All right. Diane, you've been in Doge since 7 cents. I've taken my profits before, but recently got back in at 27, so this hurts. I get it. I get it. Yeah. You may have to hold on a little longer to get back up to this 27-cent line. I'm not optimistic it's going to be coming back up. Did I sell? No, Euro Vinci. I did not sell. Still didn't sell. Still alive. Still holding. So. Yeah, Ryan was pretty sure we were dropping from 28, but still didn't want to sell because I didn't want to lose long-term capital gains. And that's the other thing too, right? If you've been holding Doge for a year and then you sell it to buy it back in at a lower price, well, then the clock starts all over for capital gains taxes. And if you're in the United States, that difference between a short-term capital gains and a long-term capital gains could be up to like 15% difference. So you would have to be guaranteed at least a 15% drop in price just to break even on your swing trade because of the tax implications. Unless you're planning on holding that Doge you buy back at a lower price at least a year. Otherwise, if you're going to sell it in the fall, then it's a short-term capital gains tax you'll be paying on that Doge. Not worth it. Not worth it. Yeah, Walker, that's a good question. How much Doge do you keep for the future? So I'm probably going to keep about 20% of my Doge, is my guess, come the end of this bull cycle or somewhere near there, let's say end of the year. I will be taking profits on Doge, but I'm not selling all my Doge. I'm just going to keep about 20% of it for the future. See what happens. That's my plan. A reminder for everyone to not forget to like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you. The fall. I know, Doug. The fall. Big dog. Yes, there will be more dips. There will be more dips coming. I think we're about a week away from another dip. I've been calling for the first week of August, which begins in a little over a week. ABR, you've got about 10,000 Doge. Yep, it's the whole market Miguel points out, which is correct. Just hold and buy more dips. Right, this is more than just profit taking, Dan. Yep, it's the market makers. They're dumping coins on the market, taking out hundreds of millions of dollars in liquidations. That's what this is about. The profit takers or the paper hand sellers are selling, and they're helping out the market makers, is what they're doing. They're helping them out. So ETH, I think we got to go to the 3-day here. At least the 3-day to look at these on the heat maps. But yeah, this is millions, hundreds of millions of dollars in these. Yep, there's a lot of big shorts up here too. Yep. That'll come, but that's going to be a little while. XRP, big liquidations on XRP. Look at that line right there. $33 million right at $3.39. And it just kept going down, 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 taking out more and more and more, lower. And Doge. Yep. More and more and more lower. Let's look at the 1 week on Doge. When's the last time Doge was at this price? Was it a week ago or a week and a half ago? Yeah, a week ago. That's a lot of leverage. And this price line right there, 23.63 on the Doge chart, was $11 million. So yeah, there you go. Diendo, how are you? 10-cent dude? Really? You've done that before too on here, I remember. Just very unreasonable low price. It's not going to 10 cents. Stamos Real. I got Doge. I'm in profit. Thinking of rotating into PopCat. Well, my cat would like that. He's into PopCat. PopCat. 40-cent PopCat. Actually, PopCat's not doing too bad. I mean, 16% today, but it had a really big run here. You want to buy PopCat on the dip? It was at 48 cents, now down to 40. PopCat. Yeah, I'll take a nap on Doge. Buy the bottom. Some people will never get that. There will always be a pump. 10 cents would be a brilliant entry for the next bull. So yeah, maybe in the summer of 2026, Dogecoin might go down to 10 cents. Christoph, your average is 12.4. Yeah, Chadwick, that's the thing with buying Doge, right? Is it's volatile. It's still a meme coin. It's volatile. It's going to go up big. It's going to come down big. We've been enjoying the past week plus of up, 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 up. Today's a down. And it's not pretty, but That's Doge. Anthony just bought some Doge. He's now up to 100,000. Nice. Nice bag of Doge you got there. The 8-ball failed on this one, didn't it, Ron? I blame Ramon. It's Ramon's fault. Because the 8-ball said 30 and then he said 31. Kristen, you back in the bunk? Now, Ben Cowan, he did say 70% Bitcoin dominance. And yeah, no. So we'll see who's closer, me or Ben. I'm betting on me. I'm betting on me, not Ben. The next bag of Doge you're going to sell is considered a short term. It just depends on when you buy it. First in, first out. Most of my Doge I've still held for more than a year. But I have bought some in the past year that's short term. I'm not selling that. First in, first out. Still long-term capital gains. Nope, Space Frog. Doge isn't falling behind the rest of the pack. XRP dropped harder than Doge today. We just looked at it. XRP dropped harder than Doge. Doge is way down here. So again, I just look at the data and keep things real, guys. It's nothing personal. It's just if somebody's going to say something, I'm going to show the data that shows that that's not true. XRP down more than Doge today. So if you're going to buy, you buy on the dips. Exactly. 22 cents in play. We could get down to 22.9. Not feeling good about the current price action right now. Matt, I don't know. We'll be here together in the fall just watching it. It could peak in November. It could peak in October. Depends on what's going on with Doge. When's the big news hitting? When's the hype? Back in 2021, the peak ended up being in May, not October or November. Bitcoin went up higher in November, but Dogecoin didn't. Because Dogecoin sometimes runs on its own. Charles, a guy at work bought Dogecoin today, never even bought crypto before, and he buys Doge on one of the most volatile days of the year. He buys Doge. I hope he bought this afternoon and not this morning. Because if he bought this morning at like 25 cents and now it's down in the 23s, it's like, ouch. Ouch. I got my mom into crypto last year. She bought a good amount of Doge, caught a couple green candles, never sold, doesn't understand DCA or buying the bottom. Yeah. I just talk to you guys here. Out in the real world, I'm not shilling Dogecoin. People who don't understand crypto, don't know what's going on. I'm not going to be encouraging them to buy something they don't understand, aren't aware of the volatility that it has. I mean, this is nothing. This really is nothing. Yeah, it's down 12%, but it's nothing. And it's all Ramon's fault. Exactly. Effing Ramon. JD, they're not worth more than Doge. Doge has a larger market cap. The price itself is just an equation based on how many tokens are in circulation. So that's why Bitcoin has a price of $118,000, because there's only like 20 million in circulation, as opposed to Doge, which has 150 billion. It's just the math. Yeah, sometimes you have a price target, Kitch. Sometimes you have a price target and it doesn't quite hit it, and you go like, damn, it was so close. It's like on Bonk, my price target was 4, and it hit it, but it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I was sleeping and didn't sell. And Neura Labs, I was like so close to my price at 24 and it didn't hit it. And now it's like way down. Sometimes that happens. Yep. We need some recovery. Ah, there it is. Doge is dead. There's number one. Doge is dead, guys. Jonathan has pronounced Doge being dead. So Doge is dead. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to crypto, guy at work. Welcome to crypto. Maybe it'll make him tougher. Or maybe he just sold with weak paper hands. Yep, XRP is up. I was just talking about today. Somebody said today Doge was down more than all the other big caps. And I'm like, no, XRP is down more today. That's all I was saying. Up to 26, then down again. Could be. Oh, Diane, you've got to watch my Dogecoin price prediction video for the year 2025 to see where I see Doge hitting this fall. Got to go watch that video. Just do a search on my channel for Dogecoin 2025 price prediction and watch that video. It's still in play. Hasn't changed. Do you think we're going to see another pump before going down in August? I don't. I think we're going to see settling here, maybe some small little runs, but I don't see a big pump again. We just had it. Doge typically doesn't have like back-to-back pumps like that. So I think we're going to chop around for a bit. That's what I think. Your daily buys well above your average, Jason. It's raising that average up a little bit at a time every day, but that's all right. Today, you're buying at a lower price than you bought yesterday. Bonk still coming back up. Good, because I hold a lot of Bonk. Let's go, Bonk. Back to 33. Good. Come on. Hold 33. Let's go. Bonk. And at the end of the day, it's just crypto investing, right? Hopefully it's not your life, right? So, got to be happy in life. Hi, Tanya. I'm new. I bought like $100 of Doge. Should I wait or pull back? Please suggest. So, Tanya, welcome. Welcome to the Dogecoin world. This is how Dogecoin trades. It's very volatile, okay? So you ride it out. And then as you learn more about Dogecoin, you're encouraged maybe to buy a little more next time the price is down, and you buy. What I say is, I always say buy on the red candles, buy on the dips. So when you see the price going down and everything's looking bad and in the red, that's a good buying opportunity because you buy more at a lower price if you believe in it. Now, if that's all you're ever going to buy and you're just trying it out and you're worried the price is going to go down even more, well, then this is a good learning opportunity for you to learn about crypto. You know, you can buy Bitcoin instead, and Bitcoin isn't anywhere near as volatile as Dogecoin. So Bitcoin won't have these big swings like that. This is the way Dogecoin trades. And there are some other memes that are even more volatile than Dogecoin. That's just part of crypto trading. But welcome. It's a way to get initiated, right? Is just seeing what's happening, and you learn, and then you do better next time. Pullbacks are okay. Nothing to worry about. I don't think Doge is going to 16 cents, Nathan. Nope. We're staying in the 20s, I believe. John, yep, staying in the 20s, I believe. Yeah, as Johnny says to Tanya, hold, buy more to average down if you think it's still going to go up. Don't sell at a loss. Don't invest in crypto for short-term trades. Buy on the major dips like today and hold. Very good words there from our friend Johnny. Do I own any physical gold? I've got like some jewelry. That's it. I was trying to win a block of gold on Robinhood. Yeah, I didn't win that. That would have been cool to have a block of gold, though. Big gold bar be sitting up on my ledge here. That'd been cool. Big gold bar. Yeah, I didn't win that. Hey, Mike. Lowering my average on Pepe. So able to buy some more Pepe on the dip? Yes. Same thing for Pepe there, Tanya. Wow, you're new to crypto and you're going into Dogecoin and Pepe. Pepe's coming down lower right now. Again, Pepe is going to be very volatile the way it trades. You can see that it's down 12% today. But for those who are looking to buy Pepe, you weren't buying up here at 14. You now have an opportunity to buy on this dip at 12. So XRP and XLM did not make new all-time highs in 2021. Maybe Doge doesn't this cycle in 2025. That is correct. The other week, I was showing a chart where I was showing how that whole range from like 42-cent Doge up to 73-cent was totally overhyped, totally overbought, and probably shouldn't have even happened. The high of 2021 should have been 42 cents. In my estimation, looking at the charts. And that whole block from 42 up to 72, 73, that whole area there for those 2 weeks, end of April, beginning of May, 2021, shouldn't have happened. That was all Elon Musk led hype leading up to Saturday Night Live and shouldn't have happened. So I showed that on a chart. I'll have to pull that chart up again sometime, find that chart, because in my opinion, we already made a new all-time high this cycle back in December at 48 cents, which was above the 42, which is where I had marked the more realistic 2021 high. But it did actually trade up to 73, and it might not this fall. It might not. We have to be ready for that. Michael? I bought Doge back in May at 14 cents, bought more in June. That 14-cent price was a good time to start. That was good. How much bonk did I buy? It was $23,000 worth of bonk. 1 billion bonk tokens. So now it's worth $33,000 for 1 billion bonk tokens. I threw some extra at it. Doge is pushing down now. 2308. Yeah, see, Doug, you've got some gold. You've got some gold, right? Monica has some gold, I bet. And you guys are like finding gold all the time on the beach, aren't you? Probably have loads of gold. Staying positive today, Northern Orbit. Ryan, yeah, no chains. I can't wear chains. I've tried. My younger days, I tried, and I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it felt on my neck. So no gold chains. I keep a few hundred ounces of silver and a couple ounces of gold physically, just in case the whole thing goes to dystopia. Yeah. Well, good luck. Good luck, Tanya. Thanks for stopping in. Come join us. I'm on every day. Ask questions, learn a lot. It'll help you on your crypto journey. Hello, Pavlos. Do you think the big move will be when the rates will be cut in September? You want H bar to 80? Yeah, it'll be after that. So September rate cuts will start a whole string of things that are happening this fall, which I believe will lead to the next big bull run. That's what I think's happening. Ramon, that was like one of the craziest weeks ever. Was that week leading up to Saturday Night Live. That was craziness. Yeah. No, it doesn't, Con. It doesn't. Dogecoin can go on another run. Even in 2021, it went back up to 35 cents in the fall. So, but there wasn't as much hype around it. This fall, I think there's going to be with the spot ETFs and Doge OS. And is Elon going to do something? I mean, you can't discount that. You can't discount that. They're just taking out more leverage. That's why. Just taking out more leverage. We can see the leverage as it's happening here on this liquidations right here. Just taking out more. Pump down lower. Oh, pump is just getting annihilated. Ouch. Ouch on the pump tokens. Major support 22.5. Let's take a look at that. So 22.5. I don't necessarily see 22.5. I guess, I mean, there was a dip, right, that we had on 18th. It did bounce off of that. But that was just like one wick here and back up. Well, based on the wick it just had to 23.1 there, that would be the next level. 22.5. I wouldn't call it major support though. It's just one wick here. 22.5. You just want to sell it. And some people do get frustrated with it. This is what you buy though. Dogecoin is volatile, up and down. Tomorrow, Raphael, I think we're probably going to level out tomorrow. Again, the stock market went up today. Stock market hit a new all-time high. So this was just crypto overbought. Market makers driving the price down. They should be satisfied. And then we just kind of chop around sideways from here. That's what I think is going to happen. A nose ring. Yeah, Christoph. I could picture that. Oh. The market makers aren't getting MV's money. That's correct. You buy on the fear. Big Doge pendant. Giant one, right? Those big ones. Yeah, no. What's happening with crypto, Valpag? Yeah. Big pullback today. Big pullback today. Time for that green candle. I know the whole whale, his charts about all the whale buying. You know what most of that is? Most of that is just transfers of tokens, not buying. Exchanges routinely transfer large blocks of tokens and coins from one wallet to another, mostly for security reasons. And the charts that he's referring to don't differentiate between coin or token transfers versus buying. So yeah, you can't believe those charts. But he keeps posting them and people keep responding to him. Oh, the whales are buying, the whales are buying. And then the price goes down and it's like, wait, but what about those whales? Well, why didn't the price go up? They weren't whales buying. They were just exchanges moving tokens around. It's all. Poor degens shorting the market yesterday. Just one more day and they would have timed it. That is true. There are a lot of shorts that were taken out all during the last week. Now they're making money if they started today. Hey, Tanya, can you share an overall small suggestion from crypto trading experience? Yeah, it's the best suggestion is patience. Patience. Just waiting it out, watching what happens. Learning about the 4-year cycles is the other thing. I still think we are in the 4th year of a 4-year cycle, which is bullish. Price will still go up, I believe, in the fall. In 2026, next year, I'm probably not going to be buying crypto. Maybe till the end of the year, see what happens. Because I still believe in these crypto cycles. We'll see whether I'm right or not. We will see. CJ, you hope it goes down further? You have to decide. And the other thing here is it's not all or nothing. So if you've got $500 like ready to buy, you could buy $250 here and keep the other $250 in case it goes lower. I don't know if it's going lower. Is it going to break 23 cents and go into the 22s? Don't know. Bloomberg today was showing so much retail buying meme stocks. Market getting frothy. And that's weird too for the summertime. But yep. I believe it. There's money around. There's liquidity around. That's good around town. I thought XRP was actually going to hold this time. Nah. And those fib retracement things, Bix, you can make those fib lines say whatever you want them to say to fit your narrative. Don't believe it at all. Hey, Adam. No, they're all over in Portugal at the Doge hackathon, Adam. So there's stuff being posted about the hackathon, and it's going on. They're just all meeting together, talking Doge, Doge OS, apps, development. There's a video on X by, is it Incredible? Maybe I just go Doge hackathon and it'll come up. So this is where they all are. Everybody's at the hackathon. This guy's selling lemonade for 3.5 Dogecoin. See? Dogecoin. There's the MyDoge wallet guys there. There's Jordan. There's Alex. But there's a video. That's a short one. There's another video that I saw that there was a good overview, but they're all here at the Doge hackathon. That's what's going on. Doge hackathon. Hi, I'm new. How are you? A red day today? Yeah. Oz? So my buying is more time-wise, Rex, and not certain prices. I don't have extra money now. I won't have it until the end of next week. And so we'll see what the prices are next week. That's for me. I don't have money to buy now, so I can't buy on this dip. But the end of next week, I'm going to have money to be able to invest. So Ramon thinks we're going to bounce up. Yep, you got those bullish vibes again now that it's dropped down and you've closed out your swing trades and all bought in. So your mind is saying price is going to go up, but it might not. Your membership just renewed, Ryan. Glad to see that your name is still in green. Thanks for the support. Right, like as DJ Dan says, I just bought more Doge, now it can go up. Let's go. Yep. Now that our DJ friend has just bought, let's go. A green candle coming, exactly. Oh, there's lots of support lines, Oz. 22.5. 22.5 is the next lower line. We just looked at that. Oz, I asked ChatGPT top price prediction for Doge for 2025. It said a regular cycle would be $1.20, bearish would be 60 cents, bullish would be $1.80. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said back in January. I don't remember what my bearish number was, but my bullish one was $1.80, I believe. I'll have to go and relook at that video just to remember what I said. It's 7 months ago now. But that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Was it a fake out? Obviously today, looking back at it, it was a a little overbought there, a little too much enthusiasm. I wasn't believing it as it was going up, but I was like, hey, once it gets up there, maybe it stays up there. Obviously not, but we'll see what happens the next day. Want some of that lemonade? 3.5 Doge. Just 3.5 Doge for lemonade. When the ETFs kick in, Coinbase is going to do stuff, DJ? You think so? Hey, Benjamin, I was watching the graph this morning. There was one candle that was 75 cents instantly, like some whale just dumped 100 million Doge. And then I knew it was going to be bad. Oh, sometimes they go like that. Smash the like, people. Thank you. Do not sell under 40 cents-ish. But we got a lot of swing traders in the house, so they're playing that game. Miramello bought 100, got 50% profit, sold, and wants to buy again at a lower price. Right now, we're seeing a green candle happening. Con, you're looking at just a small period of time. Make it make sense. I just say it does make sense. You're just looking at a smaller period of time. You can't think that, you can't say that it always does that, because it doesn't. The cat can go a week without eating. So I should just take my grocery money and just buy Doge with it now. Well, I'm new. Your mother does have a point. Don't get greedy. I get it. Old school, physical gold, land, yes. But if you're into trading, she is correct. Don't get too greedy. Don't get too greedy. I mean, like I sold and I bought this house, right? Could I have held on and made more? Maybe. But I reached a target and I said, that's it. Don't be greedy. If Doge was easy, everyone would be rich. Isn't that true? Yep. It's a healthy pullback. It's actually good for the markets. It really is long term. Flushes out all of that leverage. You got a cash offer on your company. It's $1 million off. Even though lowballed, I may take it and go all in. That would be ballsy, Ramon. Yeah, ChatGPT is not the most up to date. I agree with that. Grok is much better. But Grok can be swayed based on some of those X posts. So you got to be careful with Grok that way. The $1.20 number keeps coming up. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? I'll take it. I don't need $1.80. $1.20 would be awesome. Yeah, we had looked at the RSI being overbought the other day. The XRP market cap passed up McDonald's and Nike. And then today probably dropped back below it. 10% drop will do that. You think this is it, Ramon? Won't be the same fundamentally, institutionally ever again? I mean, that's how I felt a couple of years ago when I sold my house. I said, this is the time. That's when I pulled the trigger on that. I was already thinking it about 3 years ago. But then in the fall of 2022, when FTX crashed and we had that huge dump in the crypto market, I was like, okay, there's my sign. Now's the time. And that's what I did. Hey, Anthony, how are you? No, Con, you don't understand how SEC does ETF approvals. You don't understand how it works. I've been telling you the rules for months about how the SEC reviews the ETFs, and we've seen it happen both with Bitcoin and ETH. So it's going to be October. October, not next year. Your son doesn't accept crypto? Matt, you got to teach him. 10% off if they pay in crypto. 29, 31. Optimism. I lost a lot on optimism. Tanya, it's a layer 2 on ETH. Do your research. I'm not fond of it anymore. And Polygon, there's just nobody building on Polygon anymore. So those are the types of things you need to look at and research. Like, how are these things being used? Who's using them? How much TVL or total value locked is there now on those platforms? So watch Bonk. Yes, I am watching Bonk. I am watching Bonk. It's up to 34 now. Bonk. Sweet. Sweet. If Bonk is going up, that means Pengu must be going up. Not as much. So it's Bonk. You're right, Maramello. Bonk. The 8 ball still has time to redeem itself. Exactly, Bruce. The week is not over. It's only Wednesday. Ramon, are we going to make 30 cents by Friday so my 8 ball can be correct? Anthony Crane, how are you? Well, glad to hear from you. I've invested a lot over the years, waiting on the bull cycle, hoping for a run, looking to buy some more Doge at 22 cents. Okay. We were close. We were close here. We were at 23.1 here just about 20, 30 minutes ago. Got to move that line down to the dip right there. That was the dip. Grok has been neutered. No, you just have to understand that almost everything Grok is learning from is on X Twitter. So yeah. Yeah, Anthony, that's not the opposite. The opposite would be if I thought it was going up, and I didn't say it was going up. But I'm glad you sold and made profit. But don't bring me into it. Yep, Ramon, it was a good time. I didn't invest the best, but I did well enough. I could have done better, but you know, that's how things go. That's how things go. But that's why I say it's more about the calendar than the actual like prices, trying to get certain prices, because I found that doesn't work well, trying to get certain prices. But also don't be too greedy. I have not heard Trump pardoning Sam. I have not heard that. And I don't know why he would. There'd be no reason for him to do that. Yeah. He will not understand. He is influenced by his own charts. I'll put it that way. He's too influenced by his own charts. Anthony, that's not true. 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. No, that's totally wrong, dude. Totally wrong. Right here, 28 cents. It came up and then came back down. There's no 4 or 5, 6 times here, dude. You're so wrong. Just pointing it out because that's what I do. People put something in the chat that I see as being wrong. I'm going to point it out. You're wrong. Yeah, don't look at crazy houses, Ramon. Don't look at crazy houses. Look at more realistic houses. Okay, Aussie, let us know tomorrow how Friday looks. If Bonk pumps, Doge will follow. So you bought your Doge back. Interesting idea. Interesting idea. That's your early sign, is if Bonk starts going up, then Doge will follow. Huh. I didn't think of that. And nope, that's what's happening. Let's go. I want them all to go up. I want everything to go up. That was a nice buying opportunity on that dip. Things, I don't know, things just seem to be quieter now all of a sudden. Do you guys feel it? I do. The liquidations have stopped. It's just all kind of quiet. We've got ETH and Doge went up a little bit to take out some new shorts that came in a little late, and they got wiped out, but it's all quieting down right now. So the bad might be over. You know, we ended up making a reasonable cash offer because we liked the house. We didn't do a low cash offer. We wanted the house. And plus we're in Boston, and in the Boston area, you're just like, if you want it, you can't play those games. But it was also over 6 months ago. And now I think this summer there's less buyers. There's less house buyers than there were back in the winter. Are there any more longs on Bitcoin? There's always more longs on Bitcoin. Beeb, there's always more longs on Bitcoin. Just how low do the market makers want to take it? Right here, 115,600 has $250 million. 115.6. Big wad of leverage there. Yeah, I don't think they're taking that right now. That's true, Aussie. You'll always be a day ahead of us. And one Doge always equals one Doge. Thank you for the reminder, CJ. Yep, the con charts. He's going to post in the YouTube community. I can't wait to see it. He sent it to me on X in a DM, and I'm just like, I'm not showing it. Just post it on the YouTube community. Awesome. Picked up some Doge. We'll continue to scale in. Hopefully we get a monthly close over 26 cents. Hope all is well. Hey, all's good here. Enjoying the summer. Still working hard. A lot going on. Yeah, going to stay away from the politics, Matafalca. Going to stay away from that. Well, if you were watching intraday, Anthony, at a small time frame, it's way too small of a time frame for it to be a big thing. So my chart tells me mega profit and supermodels asking me out. I like that. I like it. Well, Con, there's one other way to do it, and that's just keep it real in between. There's not both sides of the market. And I am not just a moon boy. You know that. It feels like we just bottomed out there, T-Mac. Too quiet? Calm before the storm? Nope, it's just the end of a volatile trading day. Now things will just quiet down. The double bottom? This is too short of a time frame to be talking double bottoms. Yeah, we're not going to get into that, Matafalca. Stay away from the politics here. Only if it has a direct relation to finance, crypto, trading. That's it. Pengu's different than Doge, not better, Warden. It's just different. So Doge is a coin, proof of work cryptocurrency. Pengu is it's a meme, NFT based thing that's being embraced worldwide. Totally different thing. Own a little of both. That's what I say. Own a little of both. More leverage on the top side too. It can go either way. You can't fit the chart in community. You can post it as long as you're subscribed to the channel. That's all you got to do. Thank you, Matafalca. Not the place here. Double bottom. Is this the end? CJ, yeah, you've been posting a lot. So you get the number 2 crown right now. That's good. Con's chart is so huge that it won't fit into the community. 23 cents would be support there, Maramello. If it's on the bottom and that's what it's hitting here, that means it's support. Resistance is a line that's higher that it can't get above. So 24.4, we might see resistance here. Just a short time frame, but that would be resistance, would be it moving up and then hitting a line, right? It's hitting a certain price. That would be resistance. Yeah, Ramon, we're a good, healthy channel here. The occasional. Exactly. Most of us will make it, right? When in doubt, zoom out, always. It's not fitting into the dimensions. Oh, okay. Well, I thought it would post any size. Maybe there's a size limit or something. But yeah, we'll look for it tomorrow. Hey, DC bundles. Yep, diamond hands. We were talking about paper hands earlier. People who are selling freaked out by the price going down. I'm like, yeah. Good question. Do people typically make profits in Bitcoin and other major coins first and then shift those gains into meme coins? No, typically what I think happens is people will buy Bitcoin, possibly another major coin, and then they'll start doing their own research about crypto. And then the more they start looking at it, the more they start looking at other cryptos that are getting better gains than Bitcoin. And so then they buy that with new money. Most of them, I don't think, sell their Bitcoin to go buy like a Pengu or a Doge, but some might. Oh, Bitcoin's too slow for me. I'm going to go put it all in Doge. Someone might do that. Right. That's a good Trump quote there. A lot of people are saying it. Where do I trade? Usually on Coinbase, Oz. Coinbase. I've done so much trading on Coinbase the past few years that my fees are really low. The more you trade on Coinbase, the lower your fees are. So that's where I usually trade. There's a few things you can't get on Coinbase. So like I'll get it on like crypto.com, but mostly Coinbase. You're into the Pokemon, Matafalca? I heard that today that there was a big theft of some huge Pokemon collection, and they caught the guy because he was trying to obviously resell, and whoever he was reselling to, that person knew that what he was being offered was part of that collection that got stolen. Nailed him. The guy got nailed. I think that's awesome. It's like, jeez. We need BTC to break back above 123 if we even consider another rally. I don't know, Lucky. Maybe. You just looked at Doge OS? It's going to be more than just games, Maramello. Games is just one thing. It's going to do so much more. And we're just waiting to hear all about it. Solana and Pump Fun. I hear that people are going to be able to mint new tokens on Doge OS. Yes. And there's also going to be a stable coin too, somehow involved in this. I don't know how that works. And so much more. Thank you very much. I don't know anything about crypto. Ha ha. Someone who comes in with a black profile picture and the letter K. And I don't know anything about crypto. There is the chat of the day, people. Woo-hoo! Chat of the day. Let's hear it for our new friend Kay, for the chat of the day. You know, it's hard to be chat of the day. It's very hard to be chat of the day. You got to be really special. You have to be really special to have chat of the day. Yep, Ramon, we got a winner. Woohoo! There's the winner, chat of the day. Maybe this account, this K account just needs some Doge. Maybe you just need some Doge. That's a good one, though. That's a good one. Hey, Yasser, how are you? 30 cents? Ramon thinks it's going to be next week. I kind of think it's going to take a little longer to get back up to 30 cents. I wonder if you're into collectibles, coins, gold, silver. Nope. Crypto, home, Annie, and the Ferrari. Exactly. The Ferrari's a dream. The goal has been the home. I got some nice things around, but it's like they're not like collectibles. I don't have like a big Pokemon card collection, or I don't have like rare figurines of anything. I just never been interested in that stuff. For me now, it's all about experiences, travel, doing great things, being with friends. That's where it is for me. And Annie will always be with me if I need her. Oh, look at the price. The price of Bonk. Back to Bonk. Is that what you want to see? Up over 34 now. Bonk is still moving. The Bonk. I like that. My billion bonks like that. My billion bonks. Not low enough, ton. Price isn't low enough for ton. I want lower. We'll see if you get lower. We'll see if you get it. Yeah, Monofalco. It feels like the pullback is complete. Bonk is certainly showing it. Doge hasn't quite settled yet. Bitcoin hasn't quite decided yet. If Bitcoin gets back over 119, I will confirm it. You'll have money next week too, Chaz? Yep, end of the week. End of the week next week. So we break 123K on Bitcoin, and then we're in thin air. Yeah, it'd be new all-time high, right? Price discovery again. Everything will rally if that happens. But is that going to happen this week? Probably not. Probably not. This is the market, my friends. Exactly. Amir. Exactly. If I go for a Magnum PI Ferrari, less of a treat. I mean, a Ferrari is a Ferrari. There is that. But no, the yellow Roma is, again, not the most expensive Ferrari. There's a lot of them that are a lot more. It's actually on the lower end. The lower end. Thank you. Thank you, DC. Appreciate it. People are welcome here to have an opinion. Just don't make it personal, right? If you think crypto is going in a different direction than I predict, tell me why. I'm happy to have the conversation. But if you just come in here and you say something stupid like that, it's like, really? Really? because I've been doing pretty well in crypto the past 4 years. So, yeah. I'm buying a tank after I pay the house off. Well, it's good you have your priorities straight. If you bought the tank before the house, Imagine Doge wasn't inflationary. Yeah, can't do that. It is what it is. That's Doge. You know, the Ferrari Californias are awesome, Wiley. I remember seeing one about 10 years ago. And it was actually a yellow convertible, Ferrari California. I think they stopped making them in about 2015. So this would have been a 2013 or 2014, I believe, Ferrari California. Yellow convertible. What an awesome car. That was an awesome car. I agree, Wiley. My only thing is, if I'm going to buy a Ferrari, I want a new one. I don't want something someone else has already driven. And if I'm going to pay money for a Ferrari, I just want a new one. So it won't be a California because they don't make them anymore. But sweet car. Absolutely sweet car. Yeah, what is it with Pokemon cards, right? Something about them. I'm sure there's somebody who wants a Pepe green Ferrari. It's all into the frog. Me, it's yellow Doge. Oh, but it's not red. You have to get a red Ferrari. No, you don't. In fact, yellow would be kind of unique. But it won't look like a Ferrari. Oh, you'll know it's a Ferrari. You'll know. You like the 1990s, the 348s? The 348. That I got to look up. The 348. There's a 348 Spider. They're all red. Look at that. Oh, no, someone's got a blue one too. The 348. Yeah, you can get that convertible right there. Nice choice. Since I don't want to panic buy, I panic wait. If you bought the tank first, just see if they come and collect it. Yeah, I got you, Magic. Understand, autocorrect. Yeah. Gold-plated helicopter? Sure. Testarossa? You had a Cali T? Black? Yeah. And then it went to the Portofino, right? And now it's the Roma. So I don't think you can get the Portofino anymore, which is why I'm like the Roma. Yes, you can't just go buy a new Ferrari. I've heard that. But who knows, right? Yeah, maybe it's only for certain things. If I show up full price, paying for the car, they won't be able to resist. You're thinking of swapping everything for Bitcoin, huh? Eventually, that's not a bad move, but everyone still thinks Bitcoin dominance is going to go down, at least through October, November. So at this point, I mean, I may consider doing that like November, December timeframe. Then you swap it all to Bitcoin that you want to keep in crypto. Again, I'll always keep some Doge, but I'm not doing that now. The new Ferraris are automatic, DJ. A huge ranch property. Yeah, I'm just happy with the house we got. I'm good. Dogecoin is looking strong, looking to try to break 24. It's at 23.9 now. So, yep. Zoom in a little more on the 15-minute chart. It's, yeah, trying to move back up. You need manual. More and more, it's hard to find manual transmissions. Canary yellow with a carbon fiber interior. Got to have that carbon fiber, right? Yeah, of course, ride. You want everybody to see you, so you have to get a convertible. And then you don't drive it fast because you want people to see you. So you just cruise. Exactly. Oh. You bought Doge at 16 cents, little face. Going to buy more? I think it's going higher. A VW Golf R. My son has a GTI. He loves it. His first car, GTI. I don't know how he picked it. I don't know why. But he got a GTI. Hey, he's working. He's making his own money. I'm like, hey, good for you. That's what you want. He bought a GTI. It's a midnight blue GTI. And so now he's tinkering with it. Doing a little bit on the exhaust, a little bit on the intake, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I'm like, hey, he's learning about cars. It's awesome. I love it. GTI. Stay away from the Ferrari. Yeah, I wouldn't get a McLaren. I want a Ferrari and I want to pay with Dogecoin, which you can do with a Ferrari. I can pay with Dogecoin. Pay with Doge. Monica likes the Aston Martin. But you can't pay with Doge. Hard top for me in the UK. Yeah, but you only take it out. It's not an everyday. It's not your daily driver. Is it the Ferrari? Pull back to 20 cents, cannot? No. Yes, you do hang out over with VP as well there, Con? I wasn't 50% today. Maybe 75%. We got regulars here, which I appreciate very much. Thank you, everybody. Is Elon going to post something about Doge? Well, Jose, that is a great question. I've been using the word wild card. This is the wild card in Doge this year. Is Elon going to do something? I know he's seeing all the posts on X about Doge, especially with the Tesla diner just opening, which he said they would accept Dogecoin and they're not right now. It's like, come on, Elon. You know he sees the posts that people are replying saying, Doge, Dogecoin, pay in Doge. We want to pay in Dogecoin. He's waiting for something. That's what I think. I think he's waiting for something. The money flows from Bitcoin to alts. We started to have that with ETH, but I think in my theory, this cycle was we are going to see less of that because so much of the money that has flown into Bitcoin has been institutional money that isn't going to flow into alts. So that's why my theory about Bitcoin dominance is that it's not going back down to 40 from 66 was its high. It's not going back to 40. 50 at the lowest, most likely 55, because we're not going to have that huge rotation that we had in 2021 of going from Bitcoin to altcoins. Just my theory. Hey, 24-cent Dogecoin. Here we are. Let's go. Yeah, the GTI. Yeah, his is a 2017, 2018 GTI. He bought a good one. Please do an August prediction. Next week. Next week. Thank you, Madafaka. Still in the game. And that was the beauty, was being able to buy this and still be in the game. Ride out the rest of the bull cycle. Yours is a royal blue. Yeah, it's the midnight blue is such a nice. He's got so many great photos of that car, especially nighttime with all the lights on, and he just all over Instagram. He's just totally into his car, and I'm like, that's awesome. That's awesome. The boot. Quietly, the boot. More money flows into Bonk than Doge. Yeah, at times. Again, Doge has a much bigger market cap than Bonk. So you do have to keep that in mind. It takes less to move those other memes. Scream at Bonk. Hey, I think the Bonk indicator thing is kind of a neat idea. The Bonk indicator here. This is pretty cool. Bonk moves and then Doge follows. I like that idea. I like that. You're staying at the Encore. How did you get Encore? It's not easy to get to Fenway Park. I know the Dodgers are in town. It's big tickets, but it's not easy to get to Fenway Park from the Encore. I do know that. Encore is really out of the way, unless you're driving, but then you have to pay to park around Fenway. It's a nightmare. So good luck. Good luck with that. Yeah, we did look at that, John. Exactly. Right there. 115.6. Right there. We did look at that. $250 million just at that line right there. Yep. It's there. But look at all the shorts up here. $300 million at 120,500. There's more on the shorts now. So go up and get those. Recovery inbound. Yeah, he got the boot. To boot. The Encore. It's a Steve Wynn hotel casino in Boston. Is the Encore. Massachusetts gave out 3 casino licenses. The MGM got one, and they built a casino out in Springfield, sort of Western Mass. And Steve Wynn got the second one and built the Encore just little north of Boston, in Everett, which is kind of a close Boston suburb. Ripping faces off. I know, Ramon, right? Ripping faces off with bonk. Look at this bonk recovery. Isn't that awesome? Only if you're into bonk, which I am. But Doge is moving slowly, but recovering. Take an Uber to Fenway. Probably the only way from Encore. Never been to Yankee Stadium. Old or new. Everybody type Dogecoin into the Google search engine. That's a good idea. Go get the shorts. Exactly. Everybody get the shorts. I think there's a Springfield in just about every state in America, right? It's probably a Springfield, Texas. Hey, Miguel, how are you? There were a lot waiting to buy at all different prices that were much lower than where it is now. Yep. I totally expected it and was not disappointed. I thought I was cooked. Just a nice pullback. Yeah, Springfield. There might be. Springfield's everywhere. Springfield. There's a Springfield, Pennsylvania. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that account. Comes in here, just posts one thing and leaves. You were serious about the Google search thing. All right. Google. Dogecoin. There we go. I did my part. Hey, look, Dogecoin's 24 cents. I didn't know. Everybody type in Dogecoin in Google search. Everybody, Dogecoin. See what's going on with Dogecoin. Reddit. Anybody want to go to Reddit? Robinhood, buy Dogecoin today. CoinDesk, they've got a Dogecoin page. We can see X Dogecoin. Don't miss what's happening. The first thing that comes up is Dogecoin Foundation. Hackathon. Hackathon, baby. They're giving away Doge boxes. They're giving away Doge boxes. Huh. Interesting. Is it me or is crypto much calmer than in 2021? CJ says you're right. Yeah, I think DW, I think you're right. I think there was a lot more retail money being spent on crypto, all the excitement, mostly because of stimulus checks. I think there was just a lot more free money being used to buy crypto then. So there was more hype around, and that's what was happening. We still could get it. I just don't think it's going to be this summer. I mean, we just had a week of a nice little run, but there wasn't that same kind of social media overall hype that we had in 2021. Not yet. Not yet. There is a Springfield, Texas, north of Corpus Christi. Well, there you go. Was it a shakeout? I think it was more just going after leverage than shaking out paper hands. I mean, the paper hands did sell anyway, but thank you, Bullish Billionaire. And we now have a guest. We have a guest in the stream, everybody. Pax Cat, how are you, buddy? How you doing? Making an appearance? Nah. The cat has made an appearance. Slow and steady, exactly. The turtle won the race. Agreed. Also, Pat, not only the stimulus checks, but in 2021, a lot of people were bored at home. That's a good way to think about it, Grow. A pullback just to help people who needed to get on the train. Here you go. And like I said in the title of today's live stream, for those who wanted to buy Doge at a lower price, here you are. Yeah, so Lord Drip, the Doge One project was a third party that was paying SpaceX so that they could put their stuff on one of SpaceX's rockets. The rocket was ready to go. The third-party company wasn't. There were actually two Doge projects. One was a lunar lander, and the other is a satellite. And the satellite is what a lot of people are getting hyped about. It's going to be a satellite that was going to go around the moon. So it wasn't Elon. Elon was ready to go. But they didn't come through. I lost my job before COVID. Crypto made me not do government welfare. That's when I got into swing trading stocks, was that time, which eventually got me into Dogecoin. So, yep. Thank you. PaxCat owns 80% of the PopCat supply. Is that how big your wallet is? You got a big wallet. PaxCat, top-down Hermes scarf, mini aviators. I know. We had January through the first week of April where Dogecoin dumped. This is nothing today. This is nothing. Yeah, Chainlink is a good project, JFX. Chainlink's a good project. The price just doesn't move that much compared to other. So, but it's a good project. What's the link doing? It's coming back too from a dip. It was up at 20 bucks. Dip just dipped down to 17. Again, it was the whole crypto market, not just Dogecoin. Hey, Swing Low, how are you? With all the usage news, X payment, future, major firms, government adoption, and ETFs as well, what are your thoughts on this being the end of a 4-year cycle? That's a great question. And it's one that I think about a lot, because are we going to have a bear market in 2026? And which is why I think the bear isn't going to be as bearish as the previous 4-year cycles. But we still could see this kind of a less volatile 4-year cycle happen. As the curve just starts to flatten out over time. That could be. Shibby Sky, how are you? Bought the dip? Good way to do it. Yeah, reversal. Exactly, Ramon. Classic reversal. I have a feeling we're going to explode from here. Last shake before the moon. We'll see. We just really need Bitcoin to start performing. And Bitcoin's just hanging. Just hanging. I was hoping we'd get over 119 and back up in this range for Bitcoin, but it's not in a hurry to get there. So we wait. So we wait. Chart playing out. No dead cat. I know. Pax Cat doesn't like the dead cat bounce theory. He doesn't like that at all. All right, gang. Here we are. 24-cent Doge. Look, if you want to buy Doge, you got a nice price today. Much better than yesterday. A lot of you still want a lower price. I get that. Again, it's not an all or nothing thing. You can just buy a little bit today and save some more for in case it dips lower. Don't know what's going to happen. I'll be back tomorrow, another live stream. So join in. Make sure that you're subscribed, get your notifications on, like the stream always. And if you want, you can leave a comment on the stream. The stream becomes a video on my channel when it's done. And you can just always leave a comment about final thoughts or overall thoughts, whatever you like. So I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.